fate decided.
Let's get this party started.
Craven something scary.
Hello, Sydney.
KillJoy Jake.
Don't you swear at me, you little shit! Don't you ever raise your voice at me! I am your mother!
Nightwatch Zone.
What's the boogeyman?
As a matter of fact, it was.
Get up!
The collective has spoken. Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to the Lethal Collective Q&A Mondays. KillJoy Jake is dancing. We got Craven something to scare here too. Jake.
Hey.
How's it going, guys?
What up?
Oh man. Like every time I see you like shimmying and dancing, man, it puts a smile on my face. It really, really does.
Good. That's what we're doing here, man. We're trying to put smiles on people's faces while we talk about people getting their faces ripped off.
Hey, well, there you go. All right. A blanket hello to everyone in the live chat. Welcome and thanks for hanging out with us. I can see Jen is in there. What's going on, Jen? Lisa. Hey, Lisa. What's going on? Good to see you. Good to see you. Russell is here, and the spicy general. Yeah, I gotta start saying it differently too, man. It's the spicy general. You know, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Spicy. Good to see you, Val. And looks as though we got Ryan. All right, Ryan's in here saying, anyone gonna catch Renfield this week?
Yeah.
Oh. Jake's like, I'm already there.
I want to go tonight if I can, Ryan. That'd be awesome, man. I'm hyped for it.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be pretty cool. And Nicolas Cage, man. I mean, you can't go wrong with Nicolas Cage. At least for me, you can't.
Oh, I'll watch his worst movie and probably enjoy it, man. I mean, Vampire's Kiss, banger.
Right? That's true, man. But it does look like it's gonna be a fun time, man. It really does.
It does. It's got a great cast too.
Yeah, it does. It really does. I don't know if I misheard this. You probably would know, but is it supposed to be following the, I don't know if I want to say timeline or story frame of Bela Lugosi's Dracula? I thought I read that somewhere or something.
I guess so. I mean, it's also coming from Universal. They're like some of the advertisements are like they filmed it in like the style of the original Dracula, you know, in the black and white and all that. So I would imagine it's probably like this is a weird timeline where it's like Dracula and Renfield are still going in the present day, you know, something along those lines. I'm sure I'm sure that's what it is. Unfortunately, I'm not the expert on this one. I'm
Right.
kind of just like it looks like a funny horror comedy, you know. So I'm hyped for it. Gonna do a review, but. Yeah.
And Nicholas Hoult, man, I'm a huge fan of Nicholas Hoult, man. He just always is fun to watch. He always stands out. He has a certain like charisma and just kind of, at least to me as an actor, kind of like that like it factor. Like he's just good, man. I loved him in Mad Max Fury Road. He was fantastic in that, which was a fantastic movie. I loved him in The Menu.
He was really good in The Menu. Yeah.
Oh my God, man. Every time he said something, it was great. I loved him in that. That's such an underrated movie, The Menu.
It's growing on me. I didn't love it at first, but it's growing on me. It has like I keep thinking about it. You know what I mean? I keep going back to it. Little moments from that movie. The characters are like the best part of that movie. I love every single character so much.
Yes, chef.
Yes, chef. It's Gordon Ramsay, the horror movie, man. What can I complain about? You know?
Hey, look. It's funny too, man. And I used to watch Hell's Kitchen quite a bit actually, and. Man, I mean, like, there was almost a bunch of horror movies that happened on that show, man. He'd get so pissed off. I used to think to myself, he's going to have a heart attack. He's literally going to just lose it. I mean, he's throwing food and he's, this sucks. And, and oh my God.
Like, how is a vein not bursting in his forehead or something?
Right? I mean, he would just be so intense. It was absolutely crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Jen saying I should change my name to Saucy.
Spicy and saucy.
Wow, there you go. Spicy and saucy. Wow, you guys are crazy, man. Russell saying he's probably gonna wait for it to come out, talking about Renfield. Yeah, I can understand that. I think it's gonna be fun though. I really, really do. I really,
I'm
really
hyped
do.
for it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Can I? Here's and I know this is definitely gonna go against the grain, but I think you might appreciate it. Did you see the new trailer for Indiana Jones 5?
No, I have not yet.
Okay, all right.
You
Check
can
it
hit
out.
me with something. You can hit me with something crazy. I don't.
Well, I just saw it and I was just like, all right, this looks like okay. We're gonna have fun with this one. We're gonna have some fun, man.
I'm gonna be honest, dude. If it's better than Crystal Skull, it's a success in my book. Like, if they do that, if they cross that not so low hurdle or low hurdle, I should say,
Right.
then I'm like happy. I'm like, okay, all right,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. I will say, man, it looks like it can be pretty good. I don't think it's gonna touch the original trilogy. But it looks like it's gonna be pretty good. It looks like it's a good way to do a send off. And the poster that came out for it, I actually even posted it. I can't remember if I posted it on my Instagram, but the poster just looks beautiful. It's like it has like an old school movie poster vibe to it, and it's just artistically, it's just beautiful, man. Absolutely beautiful. But we will see. We will
Hell
see.
yeah, man. I'm hyped for it. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, man. What's up, Darth? Darth's in the chat. All right.
Yo.
Russell saying, I've seen Indiana Jones 5 trailer. It looks good. Yeah, it looks good to me. As soon as I heard that John Williams score, dude, I was just like,
It brought you back, It was like, ooh, yeah.
Yes, I can't lie, man. I mean, I am who I am. I mean, I grew up at a time when you said Indiana Jones, the name held so much weight and importance and legacy in filmmaking, and that amazing theme by the master John Williams, just hand in hand with it. And it's just like, once I start hearing that theme, I just like, dude, I'm a kid again.
It's
great.
wonderful, man. I haven't watched some of those. Like, the only one I'm super familiar with is like the first one. Like, I know that one really well, and then the other three I've maybe seen once, and I think that's really unfortunate. I got to go back and rewatch them before that one comes out. It's this summer, right?
Yes. Yep. June.
Okay, so coming up here. Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, I'm hoping to revisit, the series and kind of just geek out about it. But
oh yeah,
man,
dude.
And we got a knock at the door. Someone's coming on in. Looks like it's Mr. Fate Decided himself. What's up, man? What's up?
What's going on, gentlemen? We're here.
We're here. We are here. Dude, what did you write in the chat? Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Because you said oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Oh
God.
yeah.
You're like
oh yeah.
You're like the Kool-Aid man, like the
Dude, have you ever
it through
heard Carrie does a great imitation of the Kool-Aid man. It is hilarious. Oh my god, it's so spot on.
Could have to watch that.
Yeah, she does.
It's like the Craven.
Hey, there we are. Hey guys.
And we got a super chat.
Super chat. All right.
Chris is coming in with a $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Chris. We appreciate that. Saying, good to see you guys. Thank you so much. Scream 7 better have Christina Carpenter, played by Salma Hayek, throwing down with Sydney and Sam, and maybe Christina knew what Billy and Stu were up to. Ooh. Okay, guys. Well, obviously, we said we were going to get into some ideas and thoughts and continue our theories, the possibilities for Scream 7. Jake, I mean, I know we started talking about this last week, but what do you think? Do you think it's going to be a Christina Carpenter thing?
Christina Carpenter. If she comes into the movie, I see her being a villain. She's a nasty mom. I feel like she could either be a really good red herring, maybe the Ghostface killer. Nasty mom.
Nasty.
Sounds like I'm saying something more towards the MILF area of things. But no, that's not what I'm. I mean, Salma Hayek.
That's my kind of mom.
Oh,
there we go.
God. Okay. See, now I'm going down a different rabbit trail than what I wanted. But
yeah. Next thing you know, you're gonna have stuff built into the earth. If you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, that's dirty.
I love diving down MILF rabbit holes.
Oh man, yeah. I should just shut up while I'm ahead. You know, I really
right
should.
hand.
Literally, Jake.
Jesus.
By the way, have y'all seen Red Right Hand? Get off of your tails and go watch the movie. Jake's
Right?
movie. If you haven't seen it, it's got stuff that's improper in the ground.
Improper.
You guys need to go watch this movie. That's all I'm gonna tease.
What did you expect, though?
that was Mother Milf. That's what that
Oh,
was.
gee.
Oh
Right?
man.
Mother Milf.
Oh my god.
Earth Ussy, as they say.
Oh,
Pussy. It's some pussy.
Yeah.
we were not ready for that scene, man. We were.
No.
Nobody was.
No. No.
I gotta.
I'm
just
always,
real
I'm
quickly.
always
I
ready
gotta.
for some pussy.
Oh god damn it.
Whoa.
Some grussy. No, but someone left a comment. They're like, I love the movie, but I don't understand why Jamie put his hand in some hole in the ground. I'll never understand that. And I'm like, I don't know either, man. Why would he do that? That's crazy.
Nobody
why-
understands, but it gets the crowd going.
That's
It
right.
gets the crowd going.
It was such a
Oh, man.
fantastic scene too, man. The way it was shot, and it was
Mhm.
eerie, it was creepy, and it was a great scene and a really, really fun time, man.
Thank
And
As soon as
I would pay to see you walk barefooted on sticks in the woods. Seriously, man.
That sucked. Like that absolutely sucked. But worth it.
Yeah.
Chris, I hope you got the response you were looking for.
I know, like,
Yeah,
this is
he's
totally
like-
off.
He's like, I got ripped off on this super chat.
It's like Earth's vaginas. What are they even talking about? I want to talk about Selma Hayek. Come
Yeah.
on.
Oh my gosh.
Selma Hayek is a MILF, that's for sure.
What happened?
That's
That's what happens
Oh,
on the
man.
collective stream. This is how it goes. You just never know.
That's right. You just
it's the
never
horny
know.
collective today.
Oh
Pretty
my
much.
gosh.
Dude, have you guys seen why am I blanking on the movie? The vampire movie with Quentin Tarantino and George Clooney.
From Dusk Till
Dusk
Dawn.
Till Dawn.
From Dusk Till Dawn. Thank
Who
you.
hasn't?
Did you see Selma Hayek in that movie? God, man,
Everyone did.
I mean, that was
I would
that was
drink her
35 years
bathwater.
ago, but
Okay, like,
It was just
man.
yesterday for me.
yeah, there you go. You
Man,
can always
she was
push
built
play.
She was built like a brick house in that movie, man. Whew.
Oh man.
You know, you ever see these
He's a
actors or
prick.
actresses like from the old days? Like I'm saying old days. I'm talking about 80s, 90s.
Yeah.
And you have this mental image like today they still look that way
Right.
in your head.
Yeah.
And then you see a movie and you're like, oh my gosh. It's shocking sometimes.
Sometimes, except
Sometimes-
for Salma Hayek.
Well, and there are some that are shockingly consistent. Like, oh wow, she didn't really change. Or he
Right?
didn't really change. Man, but there's some that took some wrong turns in their decision making
Right.
along the line in the plastic surgeon's office.
Yeah.
And
They
I don't
lost the
recognize
roadmap.
them. Yeah, they lost the
Yeah.
roadmap, dude.
Yeah.
And Night, hell, we saw what is it? I See You the other day,
Yeah.
right?
Helen Hunt.
Helen Hunt, she's had some work done, and I'm not criticizing anything, but I'm just saying it's not the image I remember Helen Hunt exactly
Right.
looking like. It's interesting
Right.
because
Yep.
these people are like frozen in my mind, like the screencast.
That's
From
right.
96. I still see Matthew Lillard as
Mm-hmm.
22-year-old Stumacher, and
Mm-hmm.
all of them, even Jamie Kennedy. When I see him with the bushy beard, I'm like, dude, things have changed. We've all gotten older. I know I've gotten older. I mean, it's all of us. But
That's right. That's
anyway, enough ranting. Jay, I think you had the floor at some point.
right. Jake's just sitting there like,
I'm waiting.
what?
Chris is just like, damn, bro. I just wanted to talk about Scream 7, have a G-rated conversation here. No,
Right.
none of that. No, I'm
Oh.
kidding.
Scream is rated R, okay, for mature
Good point.
audience.
Good point.
Right. Yeah, exactly. See, there you go. But yeah, just talking about Christina, something other than the fact that she's got to be smoking hot. Maybe did she know what Billy and Stu were up to? That might be really interesting. Once again, I'm gonna stay firm in my opinion that I feel like if they make her the killer, that's my number one choice, and I don't even know if she's going to be in the next movie or not. So I hope they do something else with her character, just besides I'm the new Roman, or something for the next one. So that's.
Mhm.
But I'm hyped for it. I'm still hyped for whatever they do with that character in the next film.
So
Yeah.
Jake, if she's the new Roman, who's the new Angelina, the accomplice? That's the question.
Once we get the new cast announcement, I'll tell you. I'll give you my theory.
There you go.
I like it.
Nice. Nice. Fate, you got anything you want to throw out there
Yeah, so
that
what-
about Scream 7 and not From Dusk Till Dawn?
What if she's played by Miss Man from Scary Movie?
Oh,
we all have our little secrets. No, but,
Oh no.
no, we don't.
Oh.
No, I mean, look. Obviously, you want somebody that can portray the role that makes sense. I mean, obviously, if you can get somebody that's nice to look at, cool. But like, it's a movie. I care more about the actress portraying the role than I do like, being like, oh man, she was super hot. Yeah, but how was the part? Oh, she sucked, but she was nice to look at. You know what I mean? Like,
No.
I care less about that, right? I want a good movie. I want a good role portrayal. But yeah, I mean, Selma Hayek would be great. I just think she's kind of one of those actresses that are a little out of the Scream budget. I've seen people throw out like Eva Longoria. I think that could be somebody, right? That could be somebody nice. What about like somebody like Christina Ricci, right? Like that could be cool. I don't, maybe get something like that. Also,
The Wednesday
I've seen,
Connection.
The Wednesday Connection.
Yeah, like the Wednesday Connection. You could do something like that. I've seen somebody in the chat I saw mention Christina Carpenter from like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Like that could work, right? And it would just be an easy like transition, right? She's somebody that can play the role. I mean, you're probably looking at somebody that's, known but not like super known. You know what I mean? Because the people that are super known are probably going to cost more, or somebody that's super known that isn't like as relevant. I guess if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Selma Hayek is still. I mean, she's still coming out with movies and still doing stuff and all that stuff. Or Charisma Carpenter. That's what it was.
Charisma Carpenter.
Yeah, thank you. But yeah, that's Jen, the saucy moderator.
Jen, the saucy moderator. All right. I love it.
So, anyway, what about you, Craven? What do you think?
Yeah. So, I mean, personally, just me speaking, I would love it to be someone from the past that we've seen talking about Nev having her own bubble butt boyfriend, Billy, otherwise known as Ms. Nancy Ann Ritter, as Christina Carpenter. Could you imagine if she was back and we were and when she made that comment about bubble butt boyfriend, she would know. She would have known, because intimately known all about that anatomy. If this was the case. And I just would love it, for personally speaking. I think she would be great. And it would be, a connection to the past. It would be an homage to Scream 1 again, bringing back an old character. Everyone knows the girl in the bathroom who knows Scream. That scene is we all do. We all know exactly who that is. And would recognize her and recognize her voice immediately. So, and we know she was with Billy in high school. So, I mean, she was there. So that's my personal choice. I mean, sure, it's fun to think about other, different people, but I always would love that. And then, of course, the accessibility to Nancy Ann is amazing. And that's really for selfish reasons. But beyond that, I think the connection to the past would be really cool. Her or the cheerleader, both of them would be cool. But the cheerleader was blonde. I think that at least with Nancy Ann, she's got darker hair, that could pass. And I know that people typically say, well, she's awful fair skinned, what have you. And I get that, but I have a relative who is who has one. Well, anyway, let's put it this way: you would not know his ethnic heritage by looking at his skin color. I have no clue. He is as Caucasian as can be on the skin, but he's very much Hispanic. So there's DNA and all that stuff that'll work itself out. I'm not too worried about all that.
Right.
But I think that's who I want. This is my opinion. That's who I want.
All Radio Silence has to do is hit us up and we can make it happen.
I'm telling you, man.
We can make it happen.
We
can totally make it happen, bro. I mean, she literally texted me yesterday, "Happy Easter."
Yeah, likewise.
Just
that was very
sweet. Nice long message.
She is sweet.
She's such a cool person.
She is.
She is.
And
Could you
she's
imagine,
filming a
though?
movie.
Yeah.
Did you know that, guys? She's
Yeah.
No, I didn't know she was filming
in
a movie.
May, and she's doing a horror movie, independent film in May.
Oh yeah, yep,
Yeah.
Yep.
So, anyway, now you were gonna say something. Go ahead.
No,
Shout
I'm
out to
gonna say
Nar.
that would have been cool. Yeah. Shout out to Nar. That'd be really cool if they make that connection. And it's also someone that is so prominent in that scene. It's like everybody knows that scene because it just stood out. So I'd love to see something like that. Whether or not it happens, I don't know. But I do agree. Like you guys were saying, I don't think it'll be someone on the level of Salma Hayek. That'd be cool. But I do think it'll be someone who, if they were to go that route, I think it'll be someone who's a little bit less visible, but still has a name that you'd say, oh, okay, that's cool. They have either some connection to horror or some connection, maybe even to just someone in the cast. Like you guys said, if it was someone like Christina Ricci, that would be like super cool. And then you could play around with the whole Wednesday connection. And could you imagine the social media hype that would be like, spearheading some of this stuff for Scream 7?
It might even be worth just paying her. Like whatever.
Yeah,
it would. It might actually be worth just paying her because of like, the connection and ties, and like people would love to see it. Like, you have the Wednesday connection all over again. So I mean, that's definitely something that could be interesting. But sorry,
no doubt at all, man. It would be a bombshell. It'd be great. It'd be smart.
Can I offer someone who I don't want to see in that role?
Mm-hmm.
And this is not, and I like her in this role I'm about to reference. She was fantastic, but it's Sofia Varga.
Oh, okay.
From Community,
mm-hmm.
Or not Community, Modern Family.
Yeah, Modern Family.
Sofia Varga.
Yeah, I love her in that role. Like, she's fantastic in that role. Mm-hmm. But I picture that personality of that character. I saw her on AGT, America's Got Talent, for a long time ago as a judge. Yeah. She kind of acts that same way as that character does. And I think she would not be a good fit.
Mm.
Not to say she couldn't, hey, look, I mean, Debbie Salt went from being over on Roseanne
I know,
to
right?
Crazy Eyes, and she pulled it off for
she
me.
Did.
So anything can happen. These are professionals, but
yeah. Good point.
Anyway, I don't know. We'll see.
Well, Chris, thank you so much for the super chat. We really appreciate it. Very, very cool.
That was a 15-minute super chat response, dude.
Right. Well, and we got a lot of extra. We got a lot of extra in there too, man. What's up, Jay Kemp?
That's what happens when you give a $10 super chat or above. You get double meat. You get double sauce. You get the extras.
Lord, man. Oh my
Slap
God.
some more meat on that sandwich.
Oh, no.
Right.
Oh, my gosh.
Vampira's coughing. What's going on? And Chris coming in with another super chat.
Hey.
Thanks so much, man.
Thanks, Chris.
Gotta love Craven's response to nasty.
Oh, no.
Nasty Mills.
Nice.
Uh-oh.
Love it, man.
Right.
Thanks so much.
It sounds like sounds like a certain website's search history. Like that sounds like
this
no
isn't
comment.
YouTube. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm just waiting for the sex bots to hit. They're coming.
All of a sudden they turn their head like, Lethal Collective?
It'd be really funny if all of the sex
Lethal Collective?
Nasty
out
Mills.
there.
Right? Dude, it would not surprise
I still think
me.
it's hilarious how they're like, want to see pictures of my sister. I don't know why that's so funny.
Seriously.
To me. That is so funny. Like, because it's just
so
like
messed up is what it is.
It is.
It is, but it's
so messed up.
It's so funny.
It is, man.
Like, I don't know. Anyway, let's move on before I start getting carried away.
Don't be that guy who's taking pictures of your sister.
Oh, jeez.
Please don't be them.
That should be a given. You shouldn't have to say that.
Right, exactly. That's what I was thinking, Jake.
Right?
Like, is that your stepsister? No, it's my real sister.
Oh my God. Let's see.
Why would I do that with my stepsister?
Oh no.
Jeez. What's up, man? Good to see you.
Hey,
too.
man.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Jen saying, by the way, I watched an interview with Guy Busick today, and he said that Sydney now lives in Seattle, not Chicago. That is what I thought when I first saw her pushing that carriage.
Okay.
Oh, well, there we go. Okay.
Well, there you go. We're going to the other side of the country.
Right. I guess that would make sense, man.
Yeah, I'll take it. She's not in New York. That's
yeah, exactly.
And they got a cruise port in Seattle too. So if she needed to get out of town Jump on that
Oh.
cruise ship, baby.
On that,
There
she's
you go.
gone.
Yep.
Ooh, Ghostface on a cruise.
It goes. Ooh, no.
Oh, it's like
No.
Death on the Nile, but steroids, dude. That would
Death
be
on the Nile.
crazy.
Well,
Ghostface is
it
just
could
running
be.
through everybody on the cruise.
Yes.
It could.
Hiding on multiple levels. That would be incredible.
It could be. It could be. Try hard. They get Kim Kardashian. She's already
Oh,
stepping
please.
Yeah,
into
she's
the
doing
horror
American
door.
Horror Story.
Oh,
Doing
no.
that. She's gonna be the one of the main characters with
Oh man.
what's her name?
Dude, if there's a Kardashian, she needs to be the opening kill. That's all I got to say.
I was
about that.
just gonna say that's kind of my theory right now. You know how like Adam
Right.
Levine is in season 2 for like 15 minutes.
Right. Right.
Like, I'm like maybe. I mean maybe that I don't know, but we'll
Yeah.
see.
Maybe. Jarrell, what's up, man? In the chat.
Hey.
So Sophia
Too on
might
the
be a
nose.
little too on the nose. Yeah, good point. Good point. Yeah.
Fair.
It is fair, man. But what else do we think is a possibility? Like, Craven, do you really think that something like on a boat could be like even in the cards a possibility for a setting, or even like part of the movie? I would personally speaking, I would assume it wouldn't be the full movie, but maybe it could be like some part of it, like if they're traveling somewhere.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, you could definitely do it. I mean, obviously, you'd have to. I love confined spaces, you know,
Me too.
one location kind of thing. But think about a cruise ship. If it's like a real legit large cruise ship,
Mhm.
you've got, I mean, what, 12, 14 floors. You've got, and look how long it is. I mean, there's so many places to hide, attack, and you could have people dropping bodies all over the ship. You know, I mean, you could do it. I'm really, you could totally do it. I mean, you have to be creative, obviously,
Yeah.
more so than any other Scream movie,
Mm-hmm.
because you don't have you can't rely on other locations and stuff. But I don't know, man. I talked about this the other day about how I would like to see the core 4 going on vacation.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think would be really cool. Summer break from college. They want to get out away from New York. They go, and it follows them, whether it's a cruise ship, or it's, you know, or they just fly to some other country and it happens there. But I'm all for the Agatha Christie DNA or the model of one location. You can't get out of it, and death ensues. So
It'd be interesting.
yeah, I think
You
so.
know, I just watched the movie Triangle of Sadness. I don't know if you guys have seen that before, but
No, I haven't seen that.
Sounds familiar. What is that movie? What is that one about?
man, if I try to explain the plot, it's really weird. It's technically about these models, but it's also about like a bunch of other characters. It's like a big ensemble movie, but basically a lot of it takes place on a boat. And I was thinking like something similar to how they executed that would probably be what I would want from Scream 7 if they do it on a boat. Because like I think it's possible, but you gotta like just like with New York City, you gotta why isn't it possible? Just like with New York City for the background of Scream 6, you need to take advantage of it. Tryhard 7 is putting something great in the chat there, saying like, give me a sinking ship scene for the third act. Like, how awesome would that be? You know, maybe you're in like the gallery or so, you know, like a big. What's a big room on a ship? I don't know what the fuck that's called, but that big dining room, that big ass room. If you've ever been on a cruise ship where everybody eats and all that shit,
The dining room.
Yeah.
there we go, dining
That's like
room.
on the
All right,
Poseidon.
yeah,
Like on the
Yeah.
Poseidon.
and the ship sinking, ghost face chase. I mean, I think that would be pretty cool. You know, I'm kind of into it. You got to take it to that extreme though if you're gonna do that. This is Scream 7. You know what I mean? Like, like let's go there.
That's what I was gonna add too. Is that like you know, it would like kill the captain of the ship like immediately, and now like you have this ship that's like headed for like death, imminent death, and now you know they have to figure out who Ghostface is. They have to try not to die, and even if they do figure out both of those things, they're on a time crunch. Where if they don't figure that out in enough time, they're dead anyway, right? Like you could do something like that. All the life rafts and everything are all gone. Like you know, it's just. They're just basically stuck on this boat with like you know however many other people, and you know now they gotta try to survive on a time. You know, you're raising the stakes a bit. Like that's something that I think,
maybe the killer. If you're in a situation like that, maybe the killer, has a death wish. Like they actually
Yeah.
expect to die, almost like a terrorist situation, knowing that, hey, I know I'm going to die, and I just want to take you guys with me, and I want to make this a big to do. Like that would be like a really
Well,
different
look
type
at
of
Mickey.
perspective.
Look at me. I mean, he didn't want to
Right.
die,
He
but he
want to
wanted
get
to get
caught.
caught. Yeah, you
Right.
know what I mean? Like, so you could do something like that where it's like, I'm going down with the ship type thing.
Right. Right.
You could do all kinds of stuff. Maybe it's some of the crew members or something, right? And it's just like you have these people, like, and just think of like a cruise ship. Like you have all the workers, you have the captains, you have so many like people that could be the suspect.
Mhm.
Like, oh, I just hope they don't do it like and I know what you did last summer too, where it's like what's the capital of whatever, and they get it wrong, and it's like the guy comes over and explains that they got it wrong. Like I hope it's not something like that. I hope it's like
Right.
they actually got the cruise ship tickets or whatever, even if it's not a cruise ship. Like
Mhm.
they go buy a cabin or go somewhere, go to like an island or something. Like that would be cool. Like
Yeah.
do something like.
I just think the isolation idea is something I'm
Yeah.
hyper focused on right now. Like I love
Yeah.
I've been
Yes.
talking about cabin in the woods where they're snowed in or something, cruise
Right.
ship. I'm really as big as Scream 6 was, I loved that. I kind of want to shrink it down and just like feel
Yeah.
that the tension in a claustrophobic space with Ghostface chasing you around. Like something so terrifying about that to me. Like I've seen
Yeah.
it done a million times, but
Right.
every single time it's effective if you execute it right.
Yeah, I mean, and that would be such a nice contrast from 6, you know what I mean? And something that I think that, a lot of folks would be, it would kind of be jarring, but not in a good way, you know what I'm saying? And like putting them in a situation where they don't have the opportunity to just run away. Like even in Scream 6, and again, shout out to Sam, because she's like, let's just go. And I was like, damn right, girl. Like, I love the fact that she was all ready to just boom, let's just get out of here. But if we have a situation in 7 where you literally cannot run, you have to,
Yeah.
and like you guys said, if we're in a time crunch, especially, so the tension, anytime you have a movie that does that right, it always puts everyone on edge. And that would be so cool because they have to figure this thing out in a certain amount of time.
Have you guys seen the movie what is it, No Exit on Hulu?
I have
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, like if they did something like that, but like Scream, where they're isolated. It's not like I mean, this is in the plot synopsis. They're basically trapped in this like diner or whatever, and it's like snowed in, and
that was kind of a mystery too.
yeah,
you know?
that was, and they did it. They did a decent job.
Okay.
Yeah.
You could basically take that idea and expand on it and make it like a Scream level type film, like something like that, where it's just like, it's just this confined group of people and they have to figure it out. And everyone's playing the
Cool.
guessing game. Nobody trusts each other. You have like these factions almost of like the core 4 of these other people. And it's like, it's got to be those guys over there. And it's like, I don't know. I think you can really be creative and do a lot with that.
Oh, I need to see
agree.
that. What's it called? No Exit?
No Exit.
Yeah.
Man, I got to watch that.
Yeah, it's fun.
It is.
Nice.
It's actually a pretty good movie.
Well, can I say
Very,
something
very
real
cool.
quick before we transition?
Yeah.
When we're talking about being on a cruise ship, and the whole time we've been talking, I've been listening to you fine gentlemen and friends here in the collective sharing, and all I'm hearing as I'm listening to you in the very back corners of my mind is this: the death boat soon will be killing another round. That's it. Sorry, just had to share.
I love it.
It's been screaming in my head this entire conversation. The death boat.
The death boat.
And I love the idea of all the lifeboats have all been cut loose.
Yes.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
You got to
horrifying.
do that.
What if?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what if they did? Would you guys be down for something like if they started making the movies like off of other popular like style of films? So like what if they did like a Scream, like No Escape Room, right? Like they're just like, oh hey, we've survived these. I don't know if it would fit the characters, but it's like, No Escape Rooms are fun. It's supposed to be this regular thing, but like Ghostface takes over, and now they're like really in this like game, and like you could almost mirror like other films but like add a Ghostface element to it, like
Mm.
and that keep the meta aspect of it.
Mhm.
Like I don't know, it's just a thought. It's one of those things you probably have to see to really like know if it would work or not. But I'm just thinking like
Right.
Yeah.
like they just because that's like a popular thing right now, and they're making all kinds of movies about that kind of stuff, and
Mhm.
they're just like in this thing.
It's all in the execution, at the end of the
Right.
day.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
you
was
can
thinking
throw
that
the
too.
most ambitious, crazy idea out there, but if you have a really good idea of how to execute it, that's what's more important, I think. So,
But I'm thinking like, yeah, well, because I'm thinking like isolation, right? Like, so you
Yeah.
think of escape rooms, right? You can't get
Right.
out unless the thing. And like, yes, there's exits and stuff like that if somebody wants to get out, but usually somebody has to open it for you. So like,
Mhm.
all the crew is dead, and you're basically stuck in this like maze that you have to navigate and figure out. You could
Mm.
have like the core four and like 5 or 6 other people, and just keep it more of an intimate film. And
Mm.
like Ghostface knows all of the exits and things, so they're at a disadvantage and people are just dropping like flies, and the only way out is through. Like I just think that that's something that you could maybe translate well.
It could be
um
fun. Yeah.
yeah.
I agree. And we got Marcus in the chat. What's up,
Hey,
man?
what's up,
Saying, what's up,
Marcus?
fellas? Saying, do y'all think if we don't return to Woodsboro in 7, they'll make 8 returning to Woodsboro with the same characters?
I hope they don't go back to Woodsboro personally, unless it's like some full circle grand moment where they have no choice. But then it's like, why would Sam and Tara go back to Woodsboro at this point, even if there is like a reason? Because like, what is the reason? Like, they don't even like their mother, so it's not like Ghostface can kidnap their mother. They'd be like, kill her, like whatever. Like, like so. I don't like. That's my thing. I don't know how they would get full circle to Woodsboro, and my thing is just I feel like because if Woodsboro was New York,
Mm-hmm.
I think you can make that argument forever. Problem is, Woodsboro is supposed to be this small, confound like town with
Mm-hmm.
like 1,000 people in it, and it's like this place is just breeding serial killers. And I know some people like that aspect, like that element of like this town that's just like full of
Small
mad
town.
people. Yeah,
Mhm.
but it's just like I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like how many times can you do the same story? Like I like that we're starting to expand. Like we're in New York, we're in LA.
Yeah.
Like let's go other places. Let's go abroad. Let's go here. Let's go there.
Mhm.
Let's get rather than just like making every setting in Woodsboro. It's just like
Right.
I don't know. I just feel like it gets dull after a while.
Like why would a killer choose a cruise ship? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's part of the setting that's interesting to me is like why are we here? Like why did the killer choose this place to start doing all of this? That adds to the mystique. If it's Woodsboro again, I'm like I've seen this movie 3 times already.
Right.
I'm curious where else we can go with this franchise. Like what other settings we can do. I that's like the thing that I'm realizing is one of my favorite elements to some of these sequels, like 2, 3, and 6 now.
Yeah. I mean, definitely you have to continue to grow, or else you're just going to get so stagnant, as a franchise, and you already kind of are running the risk of that in a way. So
Yeah.
I think it would be in their best the best advantage to not go back to Woodsboro, to do something that's, again, we're still pushing the envelope. We were in New York, and now, like you guys said, if it is something that's crazy, like a cruise ship, or if that's part of it, or if they go abroad or something like that, I mean, it would keep people off guard, off balance. I think that would be the best thing for the franchise at this point, to continue to do things that we don't necessarily expect from a Scream movie, but still giving us a Scream movie,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
Well, I was going to
Jen-
say about. Oh, go ahead.
go. No, go. I was gonna.
Oh, well, I was just going to jump in on that and say, if you look at what Wes did, right? He did Woodsboro College in Ohio, Los
Mhm.
Angeles. He didn't return to Woodsboro until 15 years after the original.
Mhm.
And then it went back, and it felt good in Scream 4 to be back in Woodsboro. Even though it was a different Woodsboro, it still felt they got the high school right, which was a nice job. But
Mhm.
it felt good to go back. I'm like, I'm glad we're going back. But it was a long time, and I think clearly Guy and James are very much, at least to this point, demonstrated they are following the Craven map and Kevin map. So So far, they have for 2 movies. So if they continue, I think we're definitely going to be in a different place. And wow, a different no place and a different location other than Woodsboro for 7. I really do. Now whether it's going to be like a cruise ship, which by the way, Jake, I have an answer for you. If I'm Ghostface, why did Ghostface pick a cruise ship? Because you can't run. You're not getting away this time, Tara. Nowhere to run.
That would be a great line from Roger, wouldn't it?
It would. Like there's nowhere you can't run from here. You're stuck.
And that would be great with the events of the last 2 films, because it's like that always comes up. You know what I mean? It's like, well, let's just leave. Well, we can't because we're in this investigation now. The killers found a way to keep them in the city. You know what I mean? Like we need that. I think we need that again if we're going to get the Carpenter sisters or the Meeks Martin twins involved in another movie. You know, you need an answer to that question of why wouldn't they just, you know, they can just leave. we need something to block that, and that would be a really good reason.
What I was gonna say is, like Jen said, like a Clue type film with that. Have you guys seen the movie The Invitation?
Yeah,
I've heard about it.
I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it.
Like if they did something like that could work. And like,
it's wait, the one from last year or the one from like 2011 or something?
No, the one from like the guy from Devil or whatever. What's his name?
Not the vampire movie.
Hang on.
Well, I don't know.
I think you're talking about
Devil was the one
movie
with the elevator.
Yeah, the elevator. That was a good one.
Oh yeah, okay. I have not seen this movie, but I hear it's phenomenal.
It is phenomenal. It really is. It's a really good movie.
Wow.
Basically the premise is, you know, they get this invitation. The main character and his like new wife, I believe, get this invitation to go to like this dinner party or whatever, and they show up and essentially all hell breaks loose. But the things that happen in that are completely different than like what a Scream movie would be. But it is a really good movie. You guys should see that movie. It is really good. But like they could do something like that where it's like, you know, they're in college, they get an exclusive, you know, and congratulatory award or something like that, and they think it's all on the up and up. They end up going and accepting this invitation, going together to this place, and it's like a trap. You know what I mean? And it's just like they basically get trapped in this, like, you know, you could even go back to Milton's mansion, you know, like something like that. Like they're just trapped and they can't get out, and they're stuck in this place, and like, you know, there's all these people there that are all there, and you could have this tie-in, and they basically are just picking everyone off. Like you could definitely do something like that. I think would be cool.
That would be cool, man. Milton's Mansion, man. That is just such a great set in Scream 3.
Yeah.
Like, wasn't it? Like,
absolutely.
With all these hidden corridors and
right. I loved that. It was like
secret
so cool.
days and doors, rather. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You got Roman down on one side, then Angelina running up the stairs chasing him.
There you go.
I mean, just fantastic, man. Love it.
Good old Angelina.
Oh yeah.
Hey, look. Lighting Ghost coming in with a super chat, $5 super chat. What's up, man? The legend.
Thank you.
And what's up, guys? What are your thoughts on FNOF and Saw? Oh, Five Nights at Freddy's. Okay, and Saw X dropping the same day as Kim K and Emma Roberts being in American Horror Story. Ooh, this is kind of like a little bit of a coincidence, isn't it?
Yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's and Saw X dropping on the same day, competing for Halloween. Kind of exciting stuff, man.
You think one of them changes that?
I was just about to say, man, isn't that kind of like, you know, do you think someone's got to blink, right?
I'll tell you right now. Here's my thoughts on this. Five Nights at Freddy's, we don't know what it's going to be rated yet. If it's R, Saw X might change it, but I'm strongly thinking Five Nights at Freddy's is going to be PG-13. I mean, think about the young audience that wants to go see that movie. Like, there's I'm really leaning, like, I think it's 50-50 right now, but if they make it R, that might be a mistake. That's definitely a more, I don't want to say it's a child-oriented horror movie. Like, I've heard it actually does have some bloody, gory scenes, but they could make that PG-13 just like how they did with like Megan from earlier this year.
Absolutely, man. You know, yeah, I would think that it would be PG-13, but I would think someone's got to blink, man. And I don't know, man. And I know I'm a big Saw fan, so you know I'm looking at it through rose, colored lenses. But look, man, as long as the trailer pops, and we continue to hear good things about it. I am so hyped up for Saw X. I mean, part of it is curiosity as well. It's like, okay, what are we gonna do with this?
Yeah.
And
Well,
Tobin Bell, he's just a
didn't
legend.
I see that Five Nights at Freddy's is going to be on Peacock?
Yep.
Same day?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's going to release the same day like the Halloween did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So-
Interesting
I'm kind of,
stuff, man.
I don't know how I feel about that. It's kind of the
Yeah.
like think about those Halloween sequels. Like those could have made so much more money. I think if they
Right.
would have just been
Yeah.
in the theaters.
Oh,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah. No doubt about that. Yeah.
It's true.
I mean, we're at a point in time now where it's kind of, I mean, again, it was nice, like with Kills, it was nice to do that because, we were still, knee deep in the pandemic and stuff like that. So I
Right.
do appreciate that. But now you gotta start competing with, with everyone else.
Everything
and
else, yeah.
Yeah, so you got to be in the theaters, man. You got to be in the theaters. Lighting Ghost, thank you so much for that. We appreciate all the support.
Yes.
Oh well, hang on.
Mhm.
Kim K and Emma Roberts, boys.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
in
yeah.
AHS. What do you guys think about that?
Emma Roberts is a queen. So
Yes,
I'm
she
just gonna
is.
say that she is. She can do no wrong in my book,
I'll show up for Jill, but yeah, that's about it for me.
right? I
She
know.
literally was a Scream Queen.
Yes,
On this series.
that's right.
Well,
Queens.
Kim K is too. Technically, she's been in a couple horror
Dude,
movies.
I can't
been in-
deal
She's
with
been.
her.
No, she was like the main character in like what was it called? Like Soul
Sorry.
Survivor or something like that. There was some like slasher movie or whatever.
Did you see that?
Oh no.
A long time. It was a long time ago. Yeah.
You're a
Man,
brave dude.
Have
you ever heard
bottom
her
of the
single?
barrel?
Wait, what?
You know, Kim Kardashian like made music like a long time ago. Like,
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
it's-
Oh no.
Oh,
just go listen to it. That's all I'm gonna say. Just look up Kim Kardashian on like Spotify or whatever.
wow.
Yeah, just
Hey, Jake, do you want to take a musical adventure, my friend? I've got one for you.
hit me, man. I'm always down.
I thought you were about to say "Hit me, baby, one more time."
One more time.
Baby, one
More time.
Okay, now we got to cut it off, or we're gonna
Oh,
get copyrighted.
we're gonna
Anyways,
harmonize.
Craven.
Dude, if you go to Spotify or YouTube, put in Crispin Glover rap. No joke.
What?
What?
Oh, dead serious, man. It will rock. It will turn your world upside down.
Wow.
What?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
the
Oh,
Crispin
man.
Glover. It's the guy. It's the guy.
The guy.
He put out a rap album, and let me just tell you, I didn't have words for it. I
didn't have words.
I didn't have any words.
Oh
The
man.
title of the album is "The Big Problem?" The solution. The solution equals "Let It Be." That's the full title.
Nice.
No.
Yes,
Swear to
that's it.
God.
Yes.
Wow.
And there's
Okay.
one song you need to listen to before any other. And I'm trying to look at the titles to see which one it is. So I can give you the right one. Darn it, I don't have it in front of me. I'm pulling it up.
These
That is
boots
so
are made
funny.
for walking. Is that a cover? Oh,
Dude,
man.
oh my god, man.
I think I might have found it. Give me 2 seconds. I'm seeing
It almost makes sense being that it's Crispin Glover. And I love Crispin Glover. He was so badass in American Gods, man. I'll never forget the first
Yeah.
time I saw him in American Gods, and he had on, the coat and everything, and he was just badass. I'm like, wow, Crispin is pretty cool in this scene. He's not awkward or anything.
All right, here it is, guys. You need to pull up Clowny Clown Clown is the song title. I'm putting it in the private chat.
Okay.
There it is.
I am gonna listen to this at some point because
There it is.
I'm so curious. Like,
Oh my god.
man.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's very unique.
Speaking of Crispin, like, would you guys want him as like a Ghostface? I think he could portray that really well.
Oh yeah.
Totally.
Hang on. What does he look like nowadays? I feel like I don't know that.
I think he's still looking
Yeah,
all
he's
right.
still looking.
Yeah, looking like Crispin Glover.
Okay. He's like
I
almost
mean,
60.
he's played like an unhinged psycho a couple times.
Oh yeah,
right?
man. He's a very talented actor,
Yeah.
man.
Willard.
Well, look at him in
Yeah,
like what
he's
was
really
what
good
was
at
that
Willard.
movie with the rats?
Willard.
Willard, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then wasn't there a movie where he was like an actual psycho?
Probably.
I don't know.
Where
Maybe.
he was like some serial killer. Hang on,
Marty
let me-
McFly's dad, Back to the Future.
Oh, heck yeah. Come on
I
now.
loved him. I loved him
Legend.
in that.
He's kind of a psycho. I don't know.
What What's
Hey.
up, Conrad?
He played creepy thin man in Charlie's Angels.
Yes.
okay.
Oh my God, he
Okay,
was.
yeah.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep,
I remember that.
that was his
Um,
name, creepy thin man.
It was, man. Like a freaking totally off topic, but I mean, Drew is connected to Scream. But I guess Lucy Liu was on her show, her talk show, and Drew was talking about she wanted some of the pictures from Charlie's Angels, and she said there were some naked pictures, and Lucy's like, "Yeah, I got those. I got those." You know, I was
Oh,
like,
no.
what was going on that set?
Wow. Well, you know, Tom Green was dating Drew Barrymore, so
Yeah.
there's no telling what insanity was going on set.
That
with
is true.
Tom
man.
Green running around.
Tom
bum.
Green,
Yes.
man.
My
What
bum
a-
is on the rail. My
My
bum
bum-
is on the rail. Look at me. My bum is on the
Oh
rail.
my God.
I was
Dude.
obsessed with Tom Green in high school.
I was
like
too,
I
man.
watched
I'm not
every
gonna
episode.
lie.
Yep.
obsessed.
Dude, that guy did
Like,
everything. That guy was in like
He did.
all these movies. He had his own
Yes.
TV show.
Yes.
He
His
had
poor
he-
parents.
He was.
The guy-
I know,
his
Dude.
parents.
musical
Tortured his
albums.
parents.
dude. I'll never
Oh,
forget
shit.
when he went to the.
Uh,
I think it was the nursing home, and they were
Oh.
playing bingo, and he was
No.
just doing, he's doing his stuff, and I was crying. I was laughing so hard.
I gotta
'Cause
look
those
that
pe-
up.
Look it up, man, because those people had no clue.
Oh,
He's
no.
reading out the numbers. He's going behind people as they're trying to work their bingo cards, and he's just saying the dumbest shit and just the reactions. Oh my God, it was so
Oh.
funny. Oh,
Dude, I loved him in Road Trip, where he's
Road
like,
trip.
Yes.
takes the red. He's
Yes.
like, just eat. Look, it's tasty. Or he's like, I think he went to Boston, Massachusetts.
he's crazy, man.
And it was Austin.
He's crazy, man.
You guys ever see? You guys ever see the film, the cinema titled Freddy
Freddy?
Got Fingered? I didn't want
Yes.
to. I couldn't just say that. You know what I mean?
Right,
You
you
can't
gotta
just say
set it
that
up.
title. You got to set it up.
Yeah.
That's something else, man. That is the trippiest, weirdest movie I've ever watched in my life.
It is trippy. It is trippy.
Yes, it
trippy.
is.
What's up, Specialized? Saying the idea for American Horror Story 12 sounds stupid. I heard it's going to be based on an upcoming novel and something about pregnancy.
It's
You know, a
basically
lot of the-
Rosemary's Baby.
Yeah.
I read about
Yeah.
it. It's literally the same
Yeah.
plot as Rosemary's Baby.
Yeah, but I mean, a
Yeah.
lot of those, like, a lot of them when they came out, like, you hear the plot, and you're like, that sounds stupid, and then you watch it, you're like, oh, it's pretty good. What's your favorite?
Yeah.
What's your guys' favorite American Horror Story?
Oh,
2? I want to say 2. I really like season 2.
that was Asylum, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 was good. I love the first one too, man.
First one's
Yeah.
excellent.
First one really that really grabbed me, man. Yeah. But I think every season has had its moments though.
I
I
never
like
got
the-
into them. I never watched them.
They're good.
Okay.
What's which
Good.
is the one with the Armageddon? That one, I like that. Was that the Coven one?
Season 8 with the the end of the world shit.
Yeah, well, yeah, with the
Apocalypse, wasn't it?
the
Yeah,
guy who was
Apocalypse,
yeah.
that was they have the apocalypse and the dude's like the devil or whatever is the Lucifer's son or whatever. Like I thought that one was pretty good.
That was pretty good.
1984 was good.
Yeah, 1984 was real. I really
It
liked
was.
that season. That got me
It
back
did.
into American Horror Story. I was kind of like, I wasn't a big fan of some of the middle seasons, but man, 1984, I was locked back in. I was like,
Yeah.
whoa, yeah, okay.
Yep. Hey, what's up, Dan? Dan talking about Crispin. That's right. He was in Cabinet of Curiosities. I forgot
was?
about that.
Oh, I didn't see that
in
episode.
one of the episodes. Cabinet of Curiosities was pretty good.
I've seen a few episodes. It's really I haven't
Yeah.
watched the whole thing, but Panos Cosmatos directed an episode, and like I'm a diehard fan of that director. Anything he makes, I'll watch. His episode is by far my favorite. Like maybe I'm biased, but dude, Eric Andre's in it. If you guys like Eric Andre, we're talking about Tom Green, so apples and oranges.
Right.
But man, that if I recommend anything from that show, it's his episode. Ooh.
Yeah,
We,
it was a good series.
Dude, since we were talking about American Horror Story, he might be out of the pay range, but I'd love Evan Peterson in a Scream movie.
Yeah.
Like,
Jack
he'd do
Champion
that.
kind of looks like him.
Yeah, kind of.
Mhm.
Or I said Peterson. I mean Peters. But yeah, him as Ghostface, I think would be great.
Oh yeah,
Like,
man.
Yeah, like having
That would
him
be
as
cool.
like psycho killer, like being this like cool, like just guy, and then just flips that switch where he becomes psychotic.
Mhm.
Yeah, that would be pretty awesome. I'd love, yeah. Anyway,
I was
and
so
speaking
waiting.
of, they're coming out with part 2, not about Jeffrey Dahmer, but they're coming out with part 2 of the Dahmer the Monster series or whatever, with John Wayne Gacy.
Oh boy.
I don't know if I just don't know if I'm interested. You know,
Really, you don't like the series?
If it was a fictionalized serial killer, I would be all into it.
That's
I would be all into it. But yeah, it's just it's like American Psycho with Jeffrey Dahmer. It's just I don't know. They set up scenes in a way where you're watching like Patrick Bateman, where you're like supposed to laugh, but I'm not. You know, this is something that really happens. Like, I just don't know. It feels a little distasteful to me personally, but
yeah,
I'm down for like something like that if it was fictional. You know what I mean? Because I think it is written really well. It's just, it's just actually having it about a real serial killer is where I'm like, I don't know.
Is like, you know, is this like what's when is it too far? You know what I mean? Like that's the whole thing to capitalize on. And I get that, but I mean, something that happened. You know, it's a form of history. I mean, as long as it's my thing is as long as it's in good taste. I mean, from like a victim standpoint or the family standpoint, that's shitty. But I mean, that's how you learn from stuff is those interpretations.
It's really informative. I will say, like, that's something I did really like about it. Like, I learned a lot of things.
Detailed. Yeah, and it actually was like, you know, by the book, so to speak, where you see some of those things, right, where they're just like all over the place. Like it's just like it's not even it's its own thing almost at that point. Just with the name for views, like that kind of stuff. I'm like, to me, you're just doing that for money. This was almost more like a timepiece. You know, I mean, like people. I mean, they've made countless movies about like Hitler and and war and all kinds of stuff. So and people never say anything about that, and it's like. Millions of people died there, with families and all that stuff. So I mean, it's just like it's that fine line of like what is acceptable.
Like the movies I have seen about like who you're talking about. I don't know how many times we can get away with saying that. You can't even say off yourself. You can't even say that on a stream. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna repeat that. But I haven't seen like. But it's just the fact that they set up certain things where it's like the opening scene of the Dahmer show is like. Listen, man, obviously that's not funny, but they set it up in a way that's like American Psycho where it's like, it's a little funny and that's kind of fucked up to me. So I don't know. I'm down for the whole informative thing. I love that aspect of it, like of true crime, but like, don't set it up like it's Patrick Bateman. You know what I mean?
Right. Like, you have to execute it the right way with taste and respect.
Right. Yeah. And I'm just watching it and I'm like, this is American Psycho. Like what? I don't know. I don't know how I feel.
Yeah, but how much of that actually happened? You know what I mean? Because like that's the thing. Like,
that's the other side.
That's the thing. Like if they're like, because it might be a scene that might seem distasteful, but if that's really how it happened, then you can't really. So I mean, that's the problem. That's again.
I guess I'm not so mad at the show itself. It's just the response to it. Like
exactly.
Because like I remember there was people that were dressing up like Jeffrey Dahmer for Halloween and stuff, and it's like you have to know that's wrong, and people were taking the show that way. And I think like I don't think like I'm not I don't think I'm like I see people who are like, oh, this show is terrible and all that. I'm not mad at the show. I just think it's the fan reception that was what I didn't care for, and it's because they set it up in a certain way. So I think if they're gonna do another season, you have to change that up. You're obligated at this point because of what happened last year.
You got to read the room, man. You got to read the room. And real quick, as we start to wind down here, Specialized saying, I'm going to try this show called Dexter. It's a fictional serial killer show. Yeah.
Dexter's excellent. Like I haven't seen all of it, but what I have seen, really good.
Dexter's great. I hadn't seen the newest season that came out.
Right.
Where they gave them proper. I haven't seen that yet. I've seen all the episodes other than that season. What's up, Corey?
Hey, Corey.
Hey. Yo. Tropical Biscuits. I love that name. Saying huge fans of all four of you. I love that name. That's great.
I'm a fan of you.
Right?
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah. I want to keep coming in the live chat so we can keep calling your name out. Carrie, what's up?
It makes me now want one.
That's what I was thinking too, man. I was starting to get a little hungry, man.
Like what's a tropical biscuit?
Yeah, what is that?
I feel like that's a setup. Don't ask. He's gonna be like these nuts.
Come on.
Got him.
That's a setup.
Saucon is coming up later this year.
So you can get some of his tropical biscuits. Or
Give me your
Saucon?
biscuit,
no, not. You're not gonna ask me about SawCon? Fate?
Tropical island, man. The biscuits.
What the hell is going on?
No.
God, you
You're
can't
embarrassing us,
have a
I'm a
biscuit.
Yeah.
It's a tropical biscuit. Can't
This
get
is-
them off
We're all
the
just turning
boat.
off our cameras. This is
Everyone's going dark
There's a
mode.
camera off, and then the stream just ends.
Let's finish it, Jake. You can't get this in the city. Only on the island, the tropical biscuit.
Oh my God.
I don't know what's happening anymore. I don't know.
I don't know either. man.
Where's the
Wait a
microphone so I can drop it?
minute. We've lost it.
Boom!
We
Well,
lost
I
the
guess
whole
I'll go to
thing.
SawCon by myself then. I guess that's where we're at. So
All right, so what's SawCon?
Never mind.
Get into it.
suck
man.
on these nuts. Oh. Thank you, Knight. Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Knight, but thank you. I
I
needed
know,
that.
man. You needed it
Why
set
do you
up.
allow him
Man.
to
You
behave
needed.
that way? Come on, Nate.
What is happening?
Oh my God. Too funny, man.
You're condoning his naughty behavior.
His naughty behavior.
His
Naughty
naughty
milfs,
milf
man.
behavior.
Naughty-
Ah. Good
Okay,
game,
What can we
man.
say? Jake is just nuts.
Just
He's a
nuts.
nutty one.
Just nuts. Got him. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna tropical biscuits is laughing.
Tropical biscuit.
Oh man, that was good, man.
Like I got
See,
a warm biscuit for you.
Oh man.
Oh,
What?
disgusting.
What?
Pause. Or it's
Oh.
delicious. Why you knock something before you try it? Huh?
Oh,
What? Ooh.
what's
Jeez.
up, Gory?
Gory's
Man.
having a good time with this. All right. Well, look.
I'm up next. Yeah.
As we
Yeah.
look at Carrie, tropical biscuits apparently get these boys frisky.
Oh my
Frisky.
gosh. It just made me want to sing in my reggae alter ego.
There you go. And
I
there
love
it
me
was.
some biscuits.
It made me
There
and Knight
was.
want to try some tropical biscuits.
You might.
Off camera.
Yeah.
Oh,
The same
night.
I'm
Nice.
just saying, man.
Let's do it out.
Like,
Let's do it out in the open.
things were happening.
2023.
Cats and dogs living together.
That's
You know, I
right.
had to- you know.
Uh,
All right,
oh,
guys.
Oh
Well,
no.
this was crazy.
Rory.
This was absolutely crazy, man. Oh my God. I don't even know what to
Rory
say.
McCulkin.
No, no,
No. Oh,
Culkin.
man.
no.
McCulkin.
Oh,
McCulkin.
Extron.
Thanks, extra.
We'll give you some
Starting
cocky-
stuff
some,
out here.
Some tropical biscuits.
Oh yes. Man, we should make that like if you reach a certain super chat level, you win a box of tropical biscuits.
Everyone's like, what even are those?
That's
People
the
are-
surprise of it all.
People are just like, if people are just coming in, they're like, "What the hell is going on? These guys,
Oh,
are they
gosh.
serious?"
we need to make some like I am McCulkin shirts.
Oh my God,
Oh gosh.
dude, that was funny though the first time because poor Steven.
I was trying, man. I
He
thought
did try. He really was trying his best, and it just wasn't happening.
We should make a cereal called McCulkin, and then you eat the cereal, and it's like, have you had your McCulkin today? Like,
He says it so seriously too.
I know.
Have you had your macaca today?
Wow.
That's wrong.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, whew. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna get ready to end up there. It's
Good
a
idea.
great way to end this thing up. For you guys in the chat, thanks so much for hanging out with us, and thank you so much for allowing us to answer questions with a bunch of different rabbit trails involved, singing, and so much more. If you haven't hit the like button, please do so. It helps to support us. We'd appreciate it. And look at Carrie.
Gary.
here we coming in quick.
Tropical biscuits and McCulkin living together.
Oh my God. Thanks, Carrie.
That sounds
We
like a
appreciate you.
90s sitcom.
Right.
Tropical biscuits, I'm home.
Tropical biscuits.
Good boy.
Thanks, Carrie. We appreciate you. All right, so we will catch you guys next time. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Seriously, we appreciate all of you guys. Have a good day, and the collective has spoken. Peace, peace, peace out.
Bye. Ah.
Bye.